In this remarkable time that we live in, where it's now possible for a civilian to fly to the edge of space in a giant... rocket? We must remember and thank the great men who came before us and helped make this all possible. Albert Einstein, who once said, man should look for what is, not what he wants there to be. Isaac Newton, who said if he sees further than others, it's only because he was able to stand on the shoulders of the giants who came before him. And this guy off YouTube who said, ooh, if I take a picture of the sun, my camera should have photons in that I've got to dispose of. But there is one man who never seems to get the credit he deserves. Sure, his name has been whispered on television.
Some wonderful work being done by Nathan Oakley and some...
His name has passed through the lips of Eddie Bravo himself.
Nathan Oakley, 1980.
His supporters type his name in my channel while deliberately leaving off an apostrophe and S, just to confuse me. Yeah, I will admit that last message did give me nightmares. Anyway, Nathan Oakley is one of the most, if not the most, prominent flat earthers on YouTube. So prominent that he was even interviewed once by Vice. Here are the highlights.
Hi, I'm Nathan Oakley, and I'm a flat earther. No, I can't prove it.
Thought not. Now, Nathan can't actually prove anything. In fact, he spends almost every single day running his own flat earth debate show, in which he revels in muting and insulting and shouting at his guests while getting everything wrong himself. Like the time he was famously asked this question.
How do you convert meters into kilometers?
I don't know. How do you convert meters into kilometers?
So that's an easy enough question. How do you turn meters into kilometers? Well, 1,000 meters is 1 kilometer. So you take the number of meters and you divide it by 1,000, and that gives you the number of kilometers. But Nathan doesn't seem to want to do understanding easy stuff.
The correct way is divide meters by 1,000. You didn't do that.
So if you have a meter and I divide that meter by 1,000, you don't think that would give you millimeters?
Meters into kilometers, Nathan.
You just said you divide meters by 1,000 to get kilometers. So you're saying I divide something that is 1 meter long by 1,000, and that will come out to a kilometer value.
Nathan,
it sounds like you are quite literally retarded with that statement.
Now that well-known clip though is just one example of how Nathan Oakley reacts when he gets something spectacularly simple so spectacularly wrong, which he's very, very, very good at doing. Now you might think he was very rude there, but I have heard that genius makes you that way, and the egg was on all our faces when Nathan Oakley himself was actually nominated for a Nobel Prize in Physics for redefining the kilometre. And the reaction from the internet was quite mixed.
Hey man, we giving Nathan Oakley a shout out for that Nobel Prize winner that he got over there for redefining kilometer.
Good luck on your nomination for a Nobel Prize, Nathan Oakley.
Nathan Oakley, I wish you good luck for being nominated for a Nobel Prize in Physics. Shout out, Nathan Oakley. Yan.
Conspiracy cats, I hear you, bro, but us, I mean, that sounds far-fetched to me.
Conspiracy cats, gamer, welcome in. Nobel Prize in Physics? Gamers, listen, I gotta tell you, conspiracy crits, I would congratulate him wholeheartedly, but I have a strict no nerds policy.
Yeah, very wise too. So why am I making this video about Nathan Oakley? Well, it all started here. This is the email that I got yesterday.
It wasn't really yesterday, it was a bit earlier than that.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato. Can never remember what comes next. Oh, I've got an email. Hello? Yeah, I know, typically you read emails, but this makes for a better video. Yeah. What's that you say? Nathan Oakley has agreed to do a debate on your podcast and you're looking for an opponent. And will I be interested? Well, yes, I will be interested, but I'm sure as soon as he finds out I'm his opponent, he will do everything he can to worm out of the debate. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, bless him. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato door? Will Nathan Oakley accept the debate? Will cats ever remember the last line to that song? Find out soon in part 2 of Nathan Oakley will definitely not go through with this debate. Yeah, Yeah, that's right, I got an email from Pat Brittenden in New Zealand, the owner of this YouTube channel, but also the owner of a podcast which has just been linked to a website in New Zealand that receives over 1 million hits a day. Now, I've got permission from Pat to share some of these emails, and this is the first one he sent me. And from the looks of this, Nathan Oakley sure seems keen to introduce himself to a whole new subscriber base. But the question now is, will Nathan Oakley actually follow up with this debate? You see, his fans sure seem to have a lot of faith in him, and I'm sure they'd be extremely let down if he bottled out at the last minute. So if you want to see a debate between me and Nathan Oakley, I have linked Pat's channel in the description. Please subscribe to it. Please hit that notifications bell. You know how rubbish I am at getting regular content out, so please don't rely on me making a video and telling you when the debate's going to be. Please check out the notifications for his channel. Of course, it all depends on how Nathan Oakley is going to react now he's found out that I'm going to be his opponent. And you will find out how he did react in this very video. But for now, we're going to take a break. Are you a science denier who struggles to speak English without repeating the same old tired phrases?
We just want to see water conforming to the exterior of a ball.
Are people so fed up with your repetitive nonsense that they don't want to hear you talk anymore?
I did a speech in South Korea, and there was one guy in the stands.
Yes, and he was waiting for you to finish so we could lock up. Anyway, if this could be you, why don't you try Learn English with Simon Dan? Guaranteed to help you speak like a normal human being again, this course is tried and tested. Just look what it did for quantum eraser.
Gravity isn't a force!
But after only 3 months of the Simon Dan course,
gravity is a force.
This course takes a very simplistic approach in which the user listens to and then repeats common sense sentences over and over again. Here's Kent Hovind before he started the course.
You really believe everything fit in a dot, smaller than a period on a page, that exploded and formed everything? Dan.
Now we reached out to Kent to help him, and just look at him go now.
The Oort cloud sits right at the edge of our solar system.
The Oort cloud sits right at the edge of our solar system.
Stars take millions of years to die.
Stars take millions of years to die.
Yes, there are a lot of comets, almost 5,000 known ones. However, there could be as much as 1 trillion comets.
There are 5,000 known comets, but there could be 1 trillion.
Well done, Kent. How does it feel to be able to speak normally again?
There's no joy like it. Nothing. It's amazing.
Ah, it's lovely to see, isn't it? Now, as a flat earther, you would expect Nathan Oakley was very anti-NASA, and nobody will be surprised to know that he doesn't think the Americans went to the moon. But you might be surprised to know what his views on China going to the moon are.
No one knows that China have been to the moon, but they have.
Right.
But their footage is absolutely terrible. If you think the Americans' footage was okay, theirs is an absolute joke.
So China going to the moon is quite an interesting statement for a flat earther who doesn't believe in space to make, but it's not the most interesting statement he made in that video. That is yet to come. But for now, this is the email that I got yesterday.
Part 2.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty was a massive prick. Oh, I've got an email. Hello. Yes, it is Kat, and I am still very much interested in doing that debate with Nathan Oakley, yeah. Oh, what? He now knows I'm his opponent, you say? And now he's got a special rule that he wants to put in place? Oh, I am surprised. What is that special rule? Oh, so we are allowed to debate, but I must not mention anything to do with the radius of the Earth because we're going to start the debate on the assumption that it's already been debunked. Okay, thank you. Thank you for watching today's episode of Nobody is Surprised that Nathan Oakley now wants to wriggle out of a debate where he has no mute button. Lol. So it seems that now Nathan knows that I'm going to be his opponent, he's just not as keen on debating as he was before. So much so that unless I accept his rather unacceptable terms and basically agree that he's right before the debate starts, it might not even go ahead. But Pat, being the professional host that he is, put us both in our places and made sure that we both knew it was his forum, it was his rules, and this paragraph here that he sent to us both sums it up nicely. So will Nathan Oakley, a professional flat earth debater who takes money off his subscribers and members to debate the flat earth, step up to the plate and actually debate a science teacher who knows what he's talking about like me? We will find out. If he says no though, I'm going to assume that it's something to do with his debate tactics, which largely involves muting his opponent so their microphone can't be heard while playing the liar, liar, pants on fire card.
Gravity is a ubiquitous force. It is an attraction between any...
No, it's not. It's just bullshit. Made up by idiots who claim with mathematics that we have a force we never see. There is no attraction between masses. We never see this ever. It is not demonstrable. You're just making it up. It's based on your religious faith.
Amazing. Now, what I find interesting here is Nathan Oakley's use of the term religious belief. It's almost as if he's saying that a religious belief isn't as valid as something backed by scientific evidence. It's almost like he's saying that if you believe something because of your religion rather than because of science, we can dismiss it. It's almost like he's saying if you draw your conclusions first based on your religion or something you've read from the Bible, and you don't base it on scientific evidence that you collect, then your opinion can just be totally dismissed. And I couldn't agree more.
If we take the scientific model, we are insignificant. We're on a speck of dust flying around at 1,000,000 miles an hour. We've been told in the media recently there are aliens. Not there might be.
I know.
There are. Fact.
Yeah.
There are.
Yeah.
Well, 50 years ago, total nonsense, people would have laughed their heads off. Now the media tells us there are aliens. But we're insignificant. There's millions of species, millions of aliens. We're not important. If, on the other hand, the way I read the Bible and the way I was taught it is correct, we're on a flat plane, God sits above us in the firmament with the sun going around in circles and the moon going around in circles. We're it.
Yeah.
But that changes everything.
So where do you go when you form your opinions about the shape of the earth because of the Bible and your need to feel special? Well, you can't go to science because science and your ridiculous flat earth fantasy doesn't gel at all. The two don't fit. The only option you've got left is to take all the sciences that have ever existed and just pretend they're not science. And then that way, nobody knows any more science than you do.
Paleontology, geology, anthropology, archaeology, evolutionary biology, theoretical physics, astronomy, astrophysics, and cosmology. So none of these are science.
Now, Nathan, in case you're watching, what you've just done there when you make that argument is basically this. Hey, you, Nathan Oakley. How quickly do you want to learn Japanese?
Very quickly.
Excellent. Well, what's stopping you then?
I've got no time.
Well, that's no problem with our new Learn Japanese in 5 Minutes course. In 5 minutes, you'll be the world's leading expert. Step 1, take a Japanese dictionary. Step 2, tell everybody that all the words in that dictionary no longer qualify as being Japanese words. Congratulations! Now nobody knows any more Japanese words than you do. You are the expert. Well done! Now all that's left for you to do is start a talk show on YouTube in which you make up your own Japanese words and tell people that they're the Japanese words that should have been in the dictionary all along.
Budgie Pang.
Well done! You are now the world's leading expert in Japanese. What do you think of our course?
I thought it was great.
Disclaimer, after completing this course, you'll be the only person in the world who thinks you can actually speak Japanese. And I promise you that that clip is absolutely no exaggeration as to what Nathan is thinking at all.
Now, given that I'm in the minority here, I have no issue whatsoever labelling myself an expert, given that there's no flat earth department in a university to get myself accreditation for the expert status I've assigned myself. So I'm going to call myself a fucking expert. You don't have to like that.
So by now you're probably all dying to know, when is this debate going to happen between YouTube's most prominent and rude flat earth debater and me, a simple science teacher? And the answer is, it isn't. Nathan Oakley has made it very, very, very clear since he found out I was his opponent that he is not willing to face me in a debate whatsoever unless I pretty much admit that the earth is flat before we start debating, which is obviously nonsense. And that will be his get out clause. You know, and I think he's trying to play the card behind the scenes that I haven't pulled out the debate. I just wanted Katz to meet my concessions before the debate started, which was basically for me to admit that the Earth has no radius value, meaning therefore it's not a ball, which is obviously ridiculous. But I don't blame Nathan for trying to pull out of this debate whatsoever, because the last time we met, he was spreading misinformation on YouTube about when boats go over the horizon, they're not actually going over the curve of the Earth. They just vanish bottom up because of something called the diffraction limit. And I think we all know that that argument fell apart like a sugar pedestal in the rain when I simply asked him the question, well, what is diffraction?
So there we go. So I'll ask one more time. What is diffraction? I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. What's diffraction? Oh, it's quiet. He doesn't know what diffraction is.
To be fair, you didn't give him 10 seconds.
Oh, I'll give you 10 seconds to Google it. Go on, what's diffraction?
So unfortunately, the debate between myself and Nathan won't be going ahead, but I still will be debating on Pat's channel. So please still click that link in the description and click that notifications bell, and you'll see what other prominent flat earther he gets hold of. But for now, I'm going to leave you with the last message that Pat has sent to Nathan Oakley, at least at the time of me recording this video.
I take it you're declining. I'd have been happy to have you on. I'm sorry you're declining, cause I really would have given you time to respond. But if you're still as keen as you seem to be, before I introduce cats as a possibility, then just let me know. Oh Nathan, if you wanna come on, just let me know.
But of course, nobody is surprised that Nathan Oakley behaves in this manner. I can only think of one time when he really left his channel to debate, and it was on Steve Mcrae's channel, and I have linked that debate in the description. And basically, it went like this.
Fine, we'll leave. You've won. Great.
Yeah, I would urge anybody to go and watch the shambolic performance that he put in that debate, and after that, it's no wonder that he'll never leave the safety of his own channel and his own mute button. But for now, Chatbox travels.
Chat box travel.
Space comma. So welcome to the section of the show where I deal with the queries, the problems, and the confusions of my own flat earth followers. Starting with this man, Dean Wright.
Hello, it's me, and I just bobbed by to say, hey, Bonehead, are you telling Bill Nye the Science? Yeah, I think that's his full name. Yeah. Are you telling Bill Nye the Science that he's wrong because he said the Earth is a closed system?
Well, thank you for your comment, Dean, and I got in touch with Bill Nye, the science guy, and this is what he had to say.
Grow the fuck up.
It's a good point, Dean, I'll be honest, but I'll flesh it out and say that my answer is that we're both right, depending on the context of the question, which, unsurprisingly, maybe you left out. Next comment up is our first entry in the Flat Earth Poetry Competition, and again, it's Dean Wright.
Conspiracy cats, you are wrong, you complete and utter deluded mong.
Yeah, very Shakespeare-esque in its delivery, isn't it? Next comment. The critics aren't happy.
And the keyword here is nearly unwatchable. Nearly. I'm glad you kept going with it, my friend.
The next comment is from another wholesome religious flat earther, and he sent me his comment in pieces that would unravel like a beautiful verse from a holy book.
Okay, the first word is hope. It's a really good start, a really wholesome word. I wonder what comes next. Oh, creator, even better. What a great guy he's turned out to be. What's going to be next? Theirs. Maybe there's always hope the creator will save you? Let's find out. There's no hope that oh.
The no breath punctuation challenge is back. And this is where a flat earther will send me a comment with absolutely no punctuation in it whatsoever and challenge me to read it as it is written, hoping maybe to kill me off with an asthma attack. This week's entrance is... it's Dean Wright again.
Give me the scientific evidence for the radius value of the Earth and do not give me any bullshit and answer the question. And no more sticks in the ground done by old men 2,000 years ago. Give me modern scientific evidence. You've had 2,000 years to get some. No begging the question assumptions. Now go away and get me what I have asked for. There is a good boy.
You know, I've picked up some pretty pointless skills from making these videos, but that just might be the most pointless of them all. Still, smashed it though. Now, I have plenty of those comments left for other videos, but for now, I'm just going to finish on this.
Well, Nicholas might not be a big fan of my arrogant, limited intellect, but it appears he is a fan of my songs. So for everybody out there, another ballad, a brand new duet between myself and Nathan Oakley where we bury the hatchet, we talk about good times, and I put my arm around his shoulder and perhaps act as the mentor that maybe he doesn't want me to be, but he needs me to be. And that is love, ladies and gentlemen. Being what people need you to be.
I wanna help you, Nathan Oakley. So tell me, do you even know what diffraction means?
No, mate. No.
I didn't think you did. Nobody ever thought you did.
Oh!
But that's okay, let's think about the good times and that thing we once saw in the park.
The balloon.
Yes, the balloon. Do you remember what you said to me?
I asked you if it expands equally in all directions.
But it didn't, it didn't. It was one of those long ones, those people turn into animals. You know the guys I'm talking about, they've got a red nose, what are they called?
Clown.
Yes, it was a clown balloon.
Clown balloon.
But it's okay, it's okay.
Oh yes!
I said it's okay, cause I kept that balloon.
Is the balloon going down?
Well, probably. It's been 13 months now.
No!
It's okay, it's okay.
Not okay!
Yes, it is, and I'll buy you another one for your birthday.
No, 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 no.
Yes, I will, but it's a balloon, so it will go down too.
It doesn't go down!
Well, maybe not, maybe we could debate it, but you'll probably back out of that too. Out of that too.
But Cats, on the other hand, is just one of many, 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 many wankers